My thoughts felt louder than my prayers. I carry questions I never said out loud, wearing silence like a heavy coat. My faith felt tired, my hope felt thin, and my heart was learning how to ache in peace. I didn't know how to ask for help anymore, so I just sat there, waiting for the pain to pass, or for God to speak. But He didn't speak in thunder, He didn't shout my name. He came quietly like someone who understands. When God sat beside my pain, the night didn't feel so cold. He didn't rush my healing, He just stayed and held my soul. When God sat beside my pain, I learned I wasn't alone. Even in the silence, He was closer than I'd known. I remember songs I used to sing when joy felt easy and light felt near. Now every melody felt broken, every memory tasted like tears. People said be strong, but they didn't see how tired strength had made me. I wasn't asking for answers, I just needed presence, someone who wouldn't leave when the way became too real. When God sat beside my pain, He didn't turn His face away. He listened to every unspoken word my heart was too weak to say. When God sat beside my pain, my tears didn't scare His love. He stayed through every breath I broke until the dark let go. He didn't fix everything at once, He didn't erase the scars. He reminded me that broken hearts are holy ground when He's there. And slowly, without warning, the way began to change. Not because the pain was gone, but because I wasn't carrying it alone. Hope didn't shout, it whispered. Faith didn't run, it rested. And I realized healing sometimes starts the moment we stop pretending we're okay. When God sat beside my pain, the night began to bend. What felt like the end of me became the place where grace stepped in. When God sat beside my pain, my soul learned how to breathe again. Not everything was fixed, but everything had meaning. If you're hurting in the quiet, if your faith feels worn and small, remember this: God doesn't leave the broken, He sits beside them all. There was a moment when even breathing felt heavy, when my hands trembled, trying to hold what was already slipping away. I smiled on the outside, but inside my soul was bending, quietly asking questions. I was afraid to speak aloud. I carried prayers that felt unfinished, hope that felt thin, faith that barely whispered anymore. The road behind me was long, the road ahead unclear. My heart stood in the middle, too tired to run, too wounded to fight. That's when I realized strength doesn't disappear all at once. It fades slowly, like daylight leaving the sky, until night suddenly notices you. When my strength was almost gone, you stayed when I could not stand, when my voice could barely pray. You understood what I meant. I had nothing left to give, but you never turned away when my strength was almost gone. Your grace became my stay. Oh, I remember days when faith felt easy, when worship rose without effort, when joy came like a familiar friend. Now silence filled the room, and doubt sat beside my thoughts, asking if I had walked too far, if I had failed too much, if grace had limits after all. But you don't measure hearts by performance, and you don't abandon those who live. You walk slower when we grow weary. You whisper when our souls grow loud with pain. Even when I felt unworthy to ask, you were already answering, with presence, with patience, with mercy deeper than my shame. When my strength was almost gone, you carried what I couldn't hold. When my faith felt fragile and worn, your love remained strong and bold. I reached the end of myself and found you waiting there. When my strength was almost gone, you became my prayer. You never asked me to be strong, you asked me to trust, and trust was all I had left. Slowly, without noise, something began to rebuild inside me. Not the kind of strength that boasts, but the kind that breathes again. You taught me that weakness is not the opposite of faith. It is often the doorway where grace enters first. My steps were still unsteady, my heart still marked by struggle, but now hope walked beside me, quiet, faithful, unafraid. I learned that surviving is sometimes the holiest form of worship, and staying is sometimes the bravest prayer. When my strength was almost gone, you held me through the night. When I had no words to speak, you became my light. I my strength was almost gone, your love showed me the way. There are moments when words fall apart inside my mouth, when prayers feel too heavy to be spoken out loud. I sit in the quiet, heart wide open, holding question. I don't know how to ask. The night listens patiently as my breath slows down, and every unanswered thought rests gently on the floor. I came looking for answers, but all I found was silence. And somehow the silence knew my name. When silence becomes a prayer, you hear everything I hide. When my voice can't reach heaven, your mercy comes inside. I don't need perfect words tonight, just your presence near. When silence becomes a prayer, I know that you are here. Oh, the world taught me to speak louder, to explain every tear, to justify the pain before anyone would listen. But you never asked me to perform, never demanded strength. You simply sat beside me in the stillness of my soul. In the quiet I feel you closer than I ever did in those. Every breath becomes surrender, every tear turns into trust. I stopped trying to impress heaven and finally let myself be known. When silence becomes a prayer, you meet me where I am. No speeches, no pretending, just a trembling heart in your hands. I lay my fears down gently where your peace appears. When silence becomes a prayer, I know that you are near. I don't have answers tonight, I don't have strength to explain, but I'm here, and you are here, and that is enough. Slowly something shifts inside me, not loud, not dramatic, just a quiet weight lifting from my chest. I realize you were never waiting for the right words, only an honest heart. The silence no longer feels empty, it feels holy, like a room where heaven leans close, where broken people are safe, where nothing needs to be fixed. Before love arrives tonight, I don't leave with answers, I leave with peace. When becomes a prayer. I finally understand. You don't need my explanations, only who I really am. I rest my soul in stillness, no fear, no disguise. When silence becomes a prayer, I hear heaven reply. There was a time when silence frightened me, when the quiet felt like proof that I had been forgotten. Every unanswered prayer echoed louder than my faith. Every pause from heaven felt heavier than my pain. But somewhere along the road of waiting, my soul began to understand. Silence was not abandonment, it was an invitation. An open door into a place where words fall short, and presence speaks louder than sound. When silence becomes a sanctuary, I feel your nearness around me. No thunder, no fire, no shout, just mercy resting gently. In the stillness, my heart learns to breathe. My fear slowly fades away. When silence becomes a sanctuary, I know you're here, I stay. I used to rush the answers, count the minutes, measure time by my anxiety. But you slowed my restless heart, taught me that waiting is not wasted space. In the quiet hours of the night, you sit beside me, not fixing everything at once, but holding me long enough for my soul to remember who you are. You whisper peace without saying a word, and suddenly the silence feels holy. When silence becomes a sanctuary, your peace covers my wounds. I no longer fear the quiet, I lean into it with trust. Deep within the stillness, your love teaches me to stay. When silence becomes a sanctuary, my soul finally feels safe. Not every miracle arrives with noise. Some healings come softly, some answers come slowly, and some of the deepest encounters happen when nothing is said at all. Now I welcome the silence, not as emptiness, I have learned the truth. You were never absent. You were always near when silence becomes a sanctuary. I stopped running from the night. Your presence fills the stillness. Your love becomes my light. I don't need all the answers. I don't need the way to be clear. When silence becomes a sanctuary, I remain, you are here. Abandoned me, when even my thoughts felt tired of explaining the pain. I tried to speak, but my voice broke before it reached the ceiling. The room was quiet, too quiet, and the silence felt heavier than any cry I'd ever known. I sat there, breathing slowly, wondering if heaven could hear a heart that had nothing left to say. And in that stillness, I realized something sacred. Maybe God listens closer when we stop pretending to be strong. When silence became my prayer, you were already there. When tears replaced my words, you understood my heart. I didn't need to shout your name, I didn't need to explain. When silence became my prayer, you came and stayed. I remembered all the songs I used to sing with fire, all the faith that once came easy to my soul. Now faith whispers softly, almost afraid of waking the pain. But even that whisper was enough for you. You never demanded strength, you never asked for perfection. You just sat beside me in the quiet, letting my broken breathing be the rhythm of the moment. And somehow the silence stopped being empty, it became holy ground. When silence became my prayer, your presence filled the room. Where my heart could only ache, your mercy moved in slow and true. I didn't need the right words, I didn't need to pretend. When silence became my prayer, you held me in the end. Some prayers are not spoken, they are felt. They rise from the chest, from the waiting, and God hears them all. Time passed gently like a candle burning low. My heart didn't change all at once, but it softened. The fear loosened its grip. The night lost its power. I wasn't suddenly healed. I was simply not alone anymore. And that was enough. In the quiet, I learned that God doesn't only answer cries. Sometimes He answers silence with Himself. When silence became my prayer, Your love spoke loud and clear. In the stillness of my weakness, You drew me near. I didn't need to be strong. I didn't need to fight. When silence became my prayer, You stayed through the night. The night comes slow, like it knows my story. Every scar, every prayer I never said out loud. I sit alone with the weight of memory, the kind that doesn't scream, only breathes heavy in the dark. The walls don't answer, the ceiling doesn't move, but somehow the night remembers me. It remembers the tears I swallowed, the faith I almost lost, the promises whispered when hope felt too far to reach. And in this quiet place where shadows feel familiar, I realize something sacred. I'm not as forgotten as I once believed. When the night still knows my name, I know You're not far away. When the silence calls my soul, You hear every word I couldn't say. I'm weak, but still I stand, held by a gentle flame. When the night still knows my name, I know You stay. The darkness doesn't scare me anymore. It only tells me the truth, that I'm human, that I'm tired, that I need You more than I ever dared to admit. The world sleeps, but my heart keeps searching for a voice softer than fear. I remember the days of singing, hands lifted, heart on fire. Now my worship sounds like breathing, slow, broken, honest, but You never asked for perfection, only presence. And here I am, Lord, still breathing Your name into the night. When the night still knows my name, I feel Your mercy move. When my strength begins to fade, Your love pulls me through. I don't need the morning yet, I'm learning how to stay. When the night still knows my name, I know You stay. Some faith doesn't look strong. Sometimes trusting you means staying still when nothing changes. And maybe that's enough. The night grows quiet in a different way now. Not heavy but calm like a room after crying, where healing hasn't arrived but peace has. I feel you sitting close, not fixing, not rushing, just staying and understand at last. You don't only meet me in the light, you walk with me through every dark hour, calling my name when even I forget who I am. The night doesn't know me, you do. When the night still knows my name, your grace is what I see. I'm not lost inside the dark. Your presence covers me. I may tremble, I may wait, but I won't walk away. When the night still knows my name,